So literally anyone and everyone has the potential to live the life of their dreams, but how do they do it? Well, I put together a list of 5 things that if you know how to do them and you have them, then you can absolutely live the life of your dreams. And you can do it rather quickly because these 5 things will really speed up that process for you to get you from where you are now to the life of your dreams. And let's get right into them. Number 1, discipline. Specifically controlling your dopamine levels and what you choose to release dopamine on. So you're gonna stop releasing useless dopamine. I'll explain everything in a second, okay? So number 1, discipline, controlling your dopamine levels. Number 2, you gotta know how to manifest. Number 3, unconditional love for all. Number 4, presence, being present. Being in the present moment, living in the present. Not being in the past, not worrying about the future, being here and now. Okay? Number 5, trust and faith. Trusting that everything that happens in your life, everything that happens, quote unquote, to you, seemingly from the outside world in, everything that happens to you happens for good, happens for a good reason, will in fact benefit you in some way, shape, or form. You'll learn something from it. It'll indirectly benefit you. I'll talk about that in a second. So let's break them down. So, discipline and controlling your dopamine levels. So your dopamine is responsible for motivation, first and foremost, the motivation to get things done. And your energy levels, and it's also responsible for just natural happiness with nothing needed. So by avoiding things like watching useless videos, scrolling through Instagram, going on Safari and looking up things you already know the answer to, all of this masturbation, overeating, by avoiding all of those things, you begin to build up inner motivation, inner drive, this energy that builds within you. And not only that, but you begin to build up an inner happiness and just a joy to be alive, a joy and a contentment to live. And when you're living the life of your dreams, you won't need anything externally to be happy from within. So by limiting your dopamine release, just limit it. And of course you can do things like semen retention very long term. You can do fasts from food, 24, 36, 48, 72 hours. You can do dopamine fasts. All of these things will build up that motivation and will turn into the many benefits of things like semen retention and all of that. You can get all the same benefits from just dopamine fasting. So when you're living the life of your dreams, you'll be in a state of inner happiness. When you dopamine fast, you'll cultivate that state of inner happiness. Maybe it'll suck during it, but after you're gonna be so glad you did it. So those frequencies are very similar, and the life of your dreams and the inner happiness frequencies are very similar. So when you're resonating with inner happiness over here, it's gonna attract the life of your dreams back to you. So number 2 is you have to know how to manifest. And it's a pretty loaded term these days. It really is. But basically manifestation is you have to know how to hold the vibration. And if you don't know how to hold the vibration, then you don't know how to manifest. So how do you hold the vibration? Well, you have to be able to feel the vibration. And if you can't feel it, well, then how do you increase your sensitivity? Meditation. Meditation is how you do that. So I'll give you an example of exactly how to manifest the life of your dreams. You go into a meditative state. You call in the frequency of the life of your dreams. You can say this, life of my dreams, go there now. And that'll automatically bring you to that frequency state. And then step 3 would be you just hold that frequency state. And how do you hold it? By just focusing on it. Holding your focus on it. And letting energy build up and feeding energy into that life of your dreams reality. And really feel it. Don't think about it, just feel it. And then step 4 would be to end the meditation and go live your life. And trust, that's number 5, I'll get to that in a second. Trust and have faith that it will come to you in the right timing, and just forget about it. Just forget about it. And continuously do that on a day-to-day basis. Like, do those meditations where you're holding the vibration of the life of your dreams. And the universe's language is the language of vibration and frequency. So when you hold a specific vibration, you're literally telling the universe, this is what I want. Whether you're conscious of it or not, you're telling the universe, this is what I want. So if you're angry and you're in the vibration of anger and you're not feeling it, you're not aware that you're in that vibration. How can I say this right? If you're in the vibration of anger and if you're in the vibration of anger, whether you know it or not, that's what I wanted to say. Whether you know it or not, you're telling the universe you want more anger back to you when you're in that vibration. So when you're in the vibration of love or peace or bliss, those are all pretty much the same one anyways, then the universe is going to show you that. You're telling the universe you want more of that. All right? So that's how you manifest, by holding a vibration. Now, I have a playlist on this channel of powerful channelings. They're not my videos. They're a very gifted channel named Daniel Scranton who actually channels spirits and other beings, higher dimensional beings, and they speak through him. And I've learned so much from that. And he can tell you exactly how to hold the vibration. That's in the Powerful Channelings playlist on my channel. So definitely check that out. It will benefit you greatly, as it has for me and many others that I know. So that's number 2. You have to know how to manifest in order to live the life of your dreams. That way you can always be pulling in that frequency of the life of your dreams and continue to live it. Number 3, unconditional love for all life. For everything. Unconditional love for it all. You see, the life of your dreams is a frequency state, a state of being, a frequency, where there's no hatred, there's no anger, there's no envy, jealousy, there's no greed, there's no lust. The life of your dreams is a state where you are in love with every aspect of your life, the life of your dreams, right? So when you practice unconditional love for all on a day-to-day basis, you move your energy and your frequency towards a state that is very similar to that state of being the life of your dreams. So when you practice unconditional love for everything, no matter what it is, you're telling the universe you want more, you want to love everything. You know, you're telling the universe that you want more love in your life. So hold unconditional love for all, and you will vibrate yourself into a frequency that is closer to that of the life of your dreams. And when you're closer to that, then you attract more of it, obviously, as we just talked about. Number 4. Oh, plus, on the unconditional love part, you will get to a point at some point of your journey where you experience unconditional love for everyone, for all life. You will have to get there. All right, number 4. Presence. Being present in the moment. Again, the life of your dreams is a frequency state where you've completely accepted the past and you're no longer worrying about the future. You're completely present in the moment. You're here and now. And there's nowhere to go because this is the life of your dreams. You're completely satisfied with all circumstances, with everything, with everyone, with everything that shows up in the reflection of your life. You love in that moment. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to run to. There's nothing to think about for the future. There's nothing to worry about the past about. There's no reason. You don't have to worry about the past. So the life of your dreams is a state where you'll be present in the present moment. So when you practice being in the present moment on a day-to-day basis, again, you'll vibrate yourself into a frequency range that is closer to the frequency range of the life of your dreams. And then what we said in number 2 is those two frequencies, maybe not so hard like that, but they'll attract together more gently. Those two frequencies will come together because you're telling the universe you want to experience a life where you're more in the present moment when you practice presence. And then that frequency is closer to the life of your dream. So you see how all these things are gradually, step by step, just getting you closer to that place you want to be? Just practice them and you'll know. So number 4 is present. Be present in the moment. A great practice for that is meditation. I'm going to be making meditation videos. It's such an amazing practice. Those videos are coming soon. And number 5, trust and faith. Trust and believe and have faith that everything that happens to you happens for your benefit in some way, shape, or form. Trust that, know that, believe it. Because it's true. So there's no reason to doubt it. Let's say you got in a car crash. Right? Looking at it in the moment, you're like, oh, this sucks. Like, this is so bad. Like, oh, your mind goes down this little rabbit hole that it goes down, and you see it as bad. But let's say you trusted that it happened for the good, and you just trusted that, and you just held that right after you got in the crash. Well, the tow truck guy now arrives a few hours later. He takes you to the shop where you're going to figure out the situation with your car and everything there. While you're waiting at the shop, you meet another guy there who he just got in a car crash. And you guys hit it off. You guys become have a lot in common. Have some friends in common. Oh, how'd you know that guy? And you guys hit it off together. And next week, you guys make an appointment because you liked each other so much to go out to dinner. And he's going to invite some of his friends and you'll invite some of yours. And at that dinner, you meet one of his friends. His friend is looking for a guy that has your skills. He needs just a guy just like you. And he asks you, hey, do you want to go into business with me? and you guys go into business. You're like, sure, yeah, I've been looking for you too, and you've been looking for a guy like him. And you guys become millionaires, mega successful, living the life of your dreams. And all of this happened because you got in that car crash. You see, now that's just a story that I came up with off the top of my head, but that's actually how the universe works. So anything that happens to you that's quote unquote bad is actually going to benefit you in some way, shape, or form. So I know for a fact that you have benefited from this video if you remain till the end. Because if you wouldn't have benefited from it, I wouldn't have made it. So apply this stuff, really apply it. And thank you for watching. I love you all. Take care.